Right, what if I do audio input capture now? Hmm. Right, what if I do audio input capture now? Okay, so it still sounds terrible, but it's the only thing that actually does something. Okay. Wonder why my actual microphone isn't doing anything. Wait a minute, what if I do game capture properties? Hmm. Okay, stream track is 3. Hmm. Or is there anything doubling happening here? No, I don't think so. Okay. Okay, that's really not doing anything, so what is happening? Hmm. I guess now it's being recorded? Okay, now the audio actually sounds better. Good. Okay, that's some weird stuff. Oops. It's a bit smaller. The last. Oh. Oops. Okay. So that's suddenly not a thing. So wait a minute. Oh, alright, this is that. This is that, isn't it? Right, so we're gonna turn that off. Mm-hmm. Oops. Yeah, let's just kind of go with whatever's kind of happening now. Right. I wonder what kind of music is streaming safe.
You can select it. There are plenty of room to work with, even if you live stream or create videos in 4K. Don't worry about having the final fully rendered assets ready before you start using this program though, as you can replace it.
British. No, thank you. Has there ever been a better time to make comics cool? Okay. What would be a good... I don't know, friggin' let's have this... Let's keep this in the background. Screw it. God, I would not be listening to this at any other fucking time. Yeah, this is like some kind of thing that's like, whatever. I'd rather have like the fucking... I'd rather have the ukulele, you know what I mean? The... Or whatever the fuck it's called. Kind of song. Ugh. So this is that, this is that, this is that. What did I do? So that's a separate layer, that's a separate layer, that's the separate layer. Before we get anywhere, right, that's a layer, that's a layer. I don't know what to do with this. It's related to that, this is related to that, this is its own thing. Right. Then let's... LMAO, let's freaking go. Alright, this is the color. Huh? Oh yeah, of course I wouldn't be seeing it right now. Because of the paper texture, right. Hide that layer. Good. It was barely a song even. Alright. Ugh. Oh, that's nasty, bro. Okay. I just could... Oh god, this is terrible. Oh, this is a terrible stream already. Oh, fuck. Milk curls in my... Ah. Get that, that was good anymore. Okay, let's just mute this. Let's hope next swallow isn't as quite as terrible. Oh, yeah, no. Fuck it. This is what I do when I try to do fucking chill hop bullshit. I get coffee with like fucking yogurt and curdles in my milk. Ugh. I forgot my coffee downstairs. Shit. Oh well. Oh. The ultimate artist nightmare, fucking using an actual pen to draw on your tablet instead of your stylus. Stylus. Ooh. Yeah. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? Now we're just gonna make this one layer. I could make some kind of like mouth thing, but I feel like that would need to be actually different animations, and that's not gonna happen. I wanted to make a VTuber thing. I don't want to fucking. It's weird. I want to do shit that feels high quality, but at the same time, I don't want to fucking make myself always the test bed, because like I have very specific vision, and trying to be like, oh, but it could be bigger though. It's like, no, that's not the kind of person I am. Especially if it gets to nothing. So yeah, we're not gonna make it like big mouth animation. We're not gonna make a big thing out of this. We're just gonna keep it like this. We're just gonna keep in a solid block. That's like, I suppose I could do something, but you would immediately notice because it has continuous line work. Is it the best thing for it? No. Could it just be like literally any PNG I could have used for this? Yes. I was thinking about that shit. It could have just used my old stills, but then it's like literally that's the whole fucking defeating the whole point of actually wanting to make something new. Okay. I guess people are just busy on Saturdays. Oh my god, I wonder if they like, I don't know, clean their house or do like something really cool. I feel like you could put this on if you really wanted to. La da da da, la da 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 da. La da da ba 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 ba. La da do do, la da do da 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 do. Okay, so we got this. We got the we got the. Got to get the nose, the nose, the nose. Well, I don't know. I expected that character to talk with a friggin' Minnesotan accent. Just soda, bruh. Oh, soda. The joke with this really is that I'm not subjecting myself to the generic music, to the generic bop 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 music. I'm just subjecting you to it because I hate you. I hate you with a burning passion. Yeah, fruit. I should probably really announce these things better. But hey, you know what? I've always been thinking about today. I've been thinking about like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if I get to have a test stream with a lot of the stuff where I can just check it all out that nobody is actually watching? That's pretty neat. You know, sometimes really it is a luxury to have nobody watching. What does that mean? Well, sometimes live need to be like 1984. I keep talking to Daniel about this, where it's like, I think 1984 is so silly when it comes to that one aspect with the fucking television screens that watch you back. The television screens that watch you back. It's like, cool, I guess you always have like an FBI agent like sitting on a desk. It's like, so what are they doing? Okay, so guy number 447 is doing nothing as per usual. Oh no, dude is not doing the actual things. Worker number 14, statement subject, blah 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 blah. Go back to your morning exercise routine. Oh, hi Camilla, how are you doing? I've been seeing you for a while. How are the kids? Go back to your morning routine. My kids are of none of your concern. Really? Bob messed up his math exam and now he's in a... No, he's in a... Now he's in a correctional facility in Middleton Keynes. Oh no. Oh no, I'm so sorry for that. Television screens that watch you back. Such a silly thing. It's like, oh no, we have a... Literally have a fucking Discord call with like some government who's it, what's it. Like, it's so silly after literally like a century, like half a century of fucking surveillance states after that. Did it crash? No, it didn't. Good. No, somebody was just there. They didn't leave a comment. No, I'm sad. Oh well. Now I got 2 people watching. Who are you? Okay, now. Okay, the audio mixing is completely screwed. Okay, audio mixing is screwed. Right. Where's my... Okay, now I get it. Right. Wait, audio output capture. Okay. How about audio output capture? That should be good. Okay, I literally cannot do the audio mixing. Whenever still watching. I hope my audio mixing isn't terrible with this. I literally cannot judge right now because I don't know if I may not have turned this down a little bit too much. Right, doing a little bit of a stream safe music in the background, and yeah. I'm glad you feel that way. And now I'm still fairly new to the streaming thing, and I'm trying to work out all the weird funny things. Okay, somebody can't hear me. Alright. Somebody can't hear me. I don't know what that's about. Oh, cool. We got somebody else in the chat. OBS is so difficult to figure out. Can I reply to comments, or is that too... Okay, I can't. Right. I can hear you if that's the issue. Okay, so you can hear me. Good. I read that wrong. I thought you couldn't hear me. Okay. What's OBS means? OBS is like Streamlabs. OBS is like the software. What do you mean, like the software? It is the software. It's like some of the most common streaming softwares out there. So it's like Oh, I made a mistake with this one. I made a mistake with the line art here. Well, it captures gameplay, but it also handles like a bunch of more things. Right, let's put that there. Back to this, and let's finish the actual background. Right. I was thinking of open book studying. Oh. Alrighty then. Yeah, I made a mistake. Right, that's the thing. Holy cow! Somebody using the word ruffle in 2026. That's amazing. That's funny. Then again, I'm personally trying to make little secret about me. I try to make raw X3 come back because I think it's funny. You rarely study. Okay, I hope you aren't actually in school, because if you don't study there, then but then again, really, that's the thing about everybody. I feel like now we live in an age where you have so much information on everything. Like you have a lot of different things to study. Ha! You actually took the bait. You said Rorex 3. Nice. I won. I won this round. Yeah, but for everybody, kind of in the for anybody who hasn't joined the chat late. Yeah, I'm trying to the talking model right now that I'm using. I mean, you can look at the YouTube chat and yeah, sorry, just switching between programs. I'm trying to make my PNGtuber model. Wait a minute. Like science and art. Oh, that's pretty cool. Thanks, dude. Thanks, Deadman_Kingdom. I realized that the colors on my tablet are much more vivid. Oh no, my colors are much more vivid on my tablet. I think it's like an OLED thing, and it's like, oops. Because like, the way it's on my screen and the way it's, I think, recording kind of look different. Yeah, like on the screen, like in the little like green screen thing that I need to do because literally it's just line art. Like it clearly comes out more beige-ish, versus here I kind of keep it like sort of a warm orange. I guess that's because my tablet is an OLED tablet and my regular screen isn't one. Can you edit the saturation in the settings? I suppose I could. Let's see that. Oh, that's a good point, actually. But it's like weird because I thought it was like that naturally. But oh well, game capture, audio capture, sources, game capture. There we go. Let's adjust the saturation a little bit. Filters. Dramatic. Does that help? Oh god, that looks terrible. Inverted. Action movie. What does action movie mean? Okay. Hearth. Screw it, that looks good. I'm using the hearth filter. Yep, that is closer to how it looks on my tablet. Get in the Dio fucking dimension. Like, Dio, the world. Zawarudo? More like Zavarudum. Anyway. Right. You know, the hearth filter actually makes it look a little bit closer to how it looks on the tablet. Okay, right. Okay. Go to channel. Oh yeah, really thanks. Again, this is still very experimental with a lot of the stuff, so I'm kind of happy that we can kind of sort of workshop this. Huh? Is it rude to ask, but are you a furry? Well, I'm not running around with a giant mascot suit, if that's what you ask. It really depends on, like, if I don't know. I feel like that question is a little bit. I feel like that's kind of entails a lot. It's like, pardon the pun, because like, I don't know that it's a lot. It's just a lot. It's just because you have like the people who are into like the costuming stuff, then you have people who are into the art stuff, then you have people who like literally are just in for the fetish stuff, and it's like, I guess that's all under the umbrella, but it's a really broad term. So it's like, I'm just into cartoons. I'm just mostly into cartoons with some of that stuff, and yeah. No, it's fine. But thanks again. Thanks for commenting. It's really cool to have all of you here. Okay, let's just put the neck and stuff over this because it looks terrible and weird to me. That's made me think that I'm making a mistake. Where? Right. I feel like I should put a. Okay, so this is between this and this, and frick it. Oh, yeah, the Tony the Tiger thing. Yeah, that's definitely intentional. Then again, but there are also like just like a great couple of ways you can sort of do a stylized like cartoon animal or whatever. That doesn't look like something like this, or the cartoon animal cat. But yeah, I'm actually editing a video where I have something like those old ads, and it's like, yeah, that animation back in the '90s and stuff like that was really cool. Funnily enough, Frankie Faye, formerly known as at Scumbagovich, has actually released a video about that recently, about that whole stuff that happened in like 2015, 16, about like the whole Tony the Tiger gate. That was really funny. Yeah, I feel like the Tony the Tiger thing is a pretty interesting. I think it's a good starting off point for like how you want to do your like a cartoon, like like not non-house cat. So we got the teeth. The teeth above that, and I definitely fricked up the layers. When I originally came up with something like this. How long does it take for you to edit a video? For me, it took an hour to film and 2 to edit. Oh, I am total autism mode. Fucking, it takes me like, ooh, it takes me way too long. If that's really the thing. It's like, ooh. By the way, like and subscribe. Already done, bro. I'll see you guys soon. Have a great day. Oh, thank you so much, Deadman_Kingdom. And thanks for having you here. It was cool to have people to sort of hang out with digitally. Virtually on the information superhighway. You calling something a superhighway is like, I'm way too much of a fucking new urbanist to actually be comfortable with anything being called a superhighway. It's like, oh no, great, something that takes like way too much space up that could be used for like actual nature or railroads. Something that has a much better like usage ratio and blah. But yeah, it was the 90s after all. They came up with that term. Jeez. Oh, you're autistic too? Okay, cool. But are you autistic with ADHD? That is the real shit right there. That's the new hip thing that all the cool kids have. Or should I say the cool cats have? Oh yeah, now I need to actually come up with some kind of friggin' I'm just gonna use this other color that I'm using for everything else. We boogie head from a weedin' and a carrot butter head stuck in a toilet paper tube. Right. And we get that. I think I might have ADHD. I'm not sure. I have symptoms, and my dad has ADD, but it's nothing diagnosed. Diagnosis is super annoying. Yeah. Fucking, you're talking to the guy that got diagnosed with autism, like fucking when they were 15, like super late diagnosis, and well, not super late, but like like way too late to have any actual effect in like your education system. And hey, fucking, I only got my ADHD diagnosis like 1 or 2 years ago, so it's like, oops, shit, that would have been useful. Again, probably wouldn't have been because I would just have been Ritalin or something like that. I don't know what you would call what do you have in US. Oh, okay, that was the thing. Oops. What is my... What is this? What is this 1 pixel? Ugh. Disgusting! Okay. Okay, what is that line there? Oh god, where's that from? Oh. Oh, that's in the back of the... Ooh, okay, I get you. Right, I did that before I did... Okay, yeah. By the way, for anybody who is not doing a PNGtuber thing, don't color like this. Ever. It was like, this is not how you're supposed to color. I'm just doing it because I need to compartmentalize stuff into different windows. Oh, windows. I need to compartmentalize it to different parts so I can actually use this the way it was intended. The way it was meant to be seen without any of this stupid compression bullshit. Metal Gear Awesome are not available on YouTube. Super Awesome Brothers. Fucking Christ. I love that old freaking legendary Ego Raptor. That meme of like, this stuff is not available on YouTube because YouTube sucks. Or some shit. I was like, oh. This is still such a legendary pull. It's like, okay. Get it. Ew, that was not supposed to be. I just checked out your videos and you've been uploading for a while. How do you keep motivated when you don't get many views? Oh, bro, I barely do videos anymore. I basically just do them if it seems like a fun project. I have a Q&A video in the works, and really just sometimes, especially with autism and ADHD, my thing is literally what I'm doing right now. Literally just like combine it with something else. Literally like keep it in mind as your creative project, keep it as your thing, and like try to combine it with like things like, hey, cool, the reason I'm basically doing this PNGtuber thing is so I can have something for people to look at and potentially combine that with like streams and stuff like that and actually have a conversation, because some of this stuff can be so isolating and stuff like that, and it's like I often sit there and feel like I've done nothing all day, even if I've edited like, yeah, especially when I'd only do like, I don't know, 5 minutes of footage, and because I do a lot of jokes and stuff like that, it takes me a really long time to get some of this stuff like out there. So in order to not have droughts and feel bad for doing this and then not doing it because I feel bad about doing it, I just wanted to really do a PNGtuber thing, and then in turn do a lot more streams where I can actually like draw and or edit, so I can have people, like be part of the creative process, actually talk to people while I'm doing stuff, and yeah, like that's kind of what I'm trying to figure out, because I've been trying to figure out a way to keep on keep on motivated for a long time. That really is the that really is a little bit of the secret, where you try to combine it with other stuff you like. so actually the stuff you don't like seems less arduous. It's kind of like basically like, you know, basic carrot stick approach. Oh, thank you. I don't think that will happen, but again, I'm trying to get a little bit more fulfillment with like art anyway, because I feel like art communities are going to be a lot more understanding because they can share a lot of special interest stuff. Like that's especially when you're if you're also autistic. That's a big plus. Like if you can be part of like an artist thing or like art centric platforms. I don't know too much about like platforms outside of DeviantArt because to me, Twitter and a lot of this other stuff, Tumblr is basically dead, isn't it? And like some of the other stuff, like I don't know too much about it, but like when you can get into an actual community, like an actual art community, that makes a lot of stuff a lot easier. Don't try to do anything on Reddit. Everybody on Reddit is just cloud chasing. Like if they don't, then I like it anyways. Exactly. That's how you should approach it. I feel like that's a good mindset. Again, you really have to sort of try to look into your heart of hearts to really figure out what you like, figure out how you want to do it, what you want to do, and it's like, ooh, I shouldn't have done this. Yeah, and sometimes it really is. Sometimes you probably shouldn't have done this, but again, yeah. I solemnly vow to never touch Reddit. Yes. Yes. Just don't. Just fucking don't. Every time I've uploaded something on there, it's like, great. Everybody's just cloud chasing. Everybody's just like, no one actually seems to really care about anybody else. It's literally just like, ooh, can I get the most upvotes and the most gotchas? It's like, bro, nah. It's hard to really get like, okay, but if it's like a microblogging like thing or like a micro forum platformy thing that seems like it would be a good way, yeah, that's kind of how it's supposed to work. Practice obviously doesn't. That's Reddit for you. It's yeah. But yeah, the good thing is that you, yeah. By the way, if you're doing that autistic thing, and because everybody's been making memes about like, you know, when you log onto Reddit and then you become like fat pyrocynical or some shit, like that meme of like, oh no, Reddit mods be like if you're autistic, don't get sucked into that mindset. That's obviously just an exaggeration done by people who don't like Reddit people, but at the same time, in every exaggeration there's a little bit of truth. And so like yeah, it's a little bit complicated, but don't touch Reddit. Don't touch Reddit. It's like it's never going to be as satisfying as you want it to be, and even the people who use Reddit know this, and that's why the community there is so terrible. Plus, if you use Reddit, then you'd be using Reddit. Brother. Huh? Huh. AMIA. 36 male. Drop kicked my son to male because he refused to eat vegetables. And I'm now banned from the dinner table. Am I the asshole? That's funny. You pretty much got it. Am I the asshole? Yes. Yes, that's the meme. It's like when you say shit like this, you're probably gonna be. Yeah, you're probably the asshole. Reddit. My arch enemy. I vow to never I vow to never do anything with you. So clicking on the icons, and I have no idea if like the 100 or whatever emoticons actually do anything. So I do the usual thing and give you. Where is it? Where is the thing? Oh well, screw it. I'm just gonna give you a flaming heart emoji. Yay. Do 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 do. I drop kicked my son, 2 years old. I suplexed him off the table. I suplexed him on his. Ah, nah. If he's 2 years old, then the whole spot on the forehead is already gonna be like the spot on the top of the head is already gonna be healed. So sadly, you cannot just like hit the snooze button on that. What a shame. What a shame. How else will I get him to eat vegetables? Well, it's about either you. If he doesn't eat his vegetables, you gotta tell him I'm gonna turn you into a vegetable. For a few hours, and that didn't help either. My favorite thing about that is that one old like Michael Jackson bit or whatever, like where he was like in the at the Hotel Adlon in Berlin, and it's like for like a solid decade or whatever, because like people reference that back in like when he did that in 2002. Like somebody gave him a baby and he just hung it over like the balcony and stuff like this. And for like the better part of my life, I actually thought he like dropped the baby or like threw the baby off of the balcony. But no, that was just the exaggeration of like just him hanging it off a balcony. Yeah, honestly, I was kind of disappointed that he didn't actually throw the baby. But you know, they'll probably scare the crap out of him. So yeah, pro tip: if you want him to eat vegetables, just I don't know, hang it to a bungee cord and just wow. Wait until he's a little old so you can actually comprehend it, and you don't just mentally scar him in a subconscious way. No, he should be fully conscious and mentally aware that he should eat his vegetables. Just for the wow. It's like scream wow. Mommy. I told you to eat your vegetables. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna eat all the vegetables right now. Oh, you really? You're gonna eat all the vegetables right now? You're gonna eat all the vegetables right now? You little glutton. Just like going from one extreme to the other, like scaring the piss out of him to giving him fucking body dysmorphia. Oh my god. Welcome to Sergeant Panther, where I just say the worst things. You can put them in the blender to make them less noticeable. No, I don't think the bones will blend as well as you think they do. Ooh. Oh, you mean put the vegetables in the blender? Oh, I'm sorry. I put them in the blender. Now, what to do with the vegetables? You eat them yourself. Depending on if they have, like, depending on what it is, like so I have the rabbit food autism. So shit like bell peppers and stuff like that. It's just like it's like, yeah, boy, that's the shit. Like either whether like tzatziki or whatever, or like some kind of like yogurt dip. That's really nice. We went from literal dead baby jokes to like to like vegetable recipes. Only on the Sergeant Panther channel, people. Only on the Sergeant Panther channel. Put the baby in the blender. Damn it. Oh, mashed potato autism, that is absolutely a thing. I used to have that too when I was younger, then I was just like, nah. Oh, then I got, like, I used to have that, then I got the fucking, the, like, health food tips autism, where it's like, shoot, no, I need to figure out literally everything. I need to control the entirety of my caloric intake and all of that stuff. And it's like, oh, that freaked me, that fucked me up. Wait a minute, there's something. I think I did something wrong here. Wait a minute, this is above the neck paint, right? So it's like, it should be. Would you believe me if I told you this was like the second stream in a row that we talked about dead babies? What? Yep. No, this is not going to be a running theme. I hope not. Well, I was like, I was reading a book, and it has like like some of the weirdest opening ever because it was written by a guy in the 50s. Like it was like wartime memoirs, and it's like, cool. You're just gonna start your book with, yeah, chronic pain issues, and your jokes are helping me. Oh, really? Really? Is the pain in your sides actually helping you? But in all seriousness, no, thank you very much. I like to be funny and stuff like that. Like that's like one of the few things that actually keep me from, yeah, that actually just, like, sometimes you can really just make people's lives better by by just telling a joke and try to be funny and stuff like that. It has to be in moderation, but like if you can genuinely like do that for people, I feel like that's a really great feeling. Oh, pain in my sides over pain in my legs. Oh, leg pain. Oh shit. Pain in your legs is like, it's like it's like about as bad as having a peanut allergy or whatever. It's like, oh, I couldn't imagine living with that. I could not imagine living with that. Because I actually also have that kind of autism where I need to just, again, I still haven't, like, after I got over my while I got into that like weird like caloric intake and like body dysmorphia kind of autism, it's like I also got into like the running as a sort of a physical cope and stuff like that. So it's like, oh, actually having permanent pain in my legs, that would sound awful. So I genuinely wish you nothing but the best. Mm. tibial torsion. One of my legs came out twisted, and also Ehlers Danlos. Okay, interesting. Oh, having stuff like this from birth, it's terrible. That was part of the reason why World War One got started. No, I'm not joking. Literally, like one of Kaiser Wilhelm II's arms came out wrong, and he blamed his British doctor, like his one of the British doctors that his mother sent out for the for his arm kind of coming out a little bit fucky, and it's like, yep. My legs straightened up a lot better now, though. Oh, that's really nice. That's really cool. Okay, because that looks terrible. Right, what we doing with the? World Wars, you especially in this. Yeah, that's literally why I made my OC like that. It's like literally like the jacket is meant to be like a, what is it? An M1941 like Feldjacke, like a German field jacket. Generally, they're just like it used to be more World War II stuff, and then like right now it eventually morphed into something like it kind of evolved more into like going into the direction of like earlier, like I've always had a special interest in stuff like World War, sort of, like the Kaiserreich and stuff like that. Like the German Empire, because nobody ever talks about that, even though it used to be like, it's a huge part of history and stuff like that. And it's like, when in Germany nobody talks about it. It's like very rarely discussed, but like all of the nice looking buildings around here were built in that time period. So it's like, I don't know, it always made me feel like, always made me feel like, this needs to be something that needs to be checked out. And yeah, I really got into that. Like, and now, like, basically I got kind of into that a little bit. Then it moved into World War II to kind of think about like how that all ended, like fully, like more traditionalist architecture and like social norms. And then it kind of went back a bit to like how did World War II actually start. And it's like, like all the stuff with like the Weimar Republic, which is super interesting. There's a book I really like called Vertigo. That's the English title, and it's like a really cool chronicle of like the the interbellum years. I guess interbellum is a little bit like in American context, has a little bit more of like a. No, wait, that's antebellum. Never mind. Like the between wars period, and yeah, genuinely good book. Oh, Henry Hall, yeah, Glenn Miller. I get that. Oh, do you like music from those times? Some of my favorite songs are from those times. Absolutely. Yesterday in the stream, we were also talking. It was after we talked about dead babies. Again, they were literally just reading a book about. Okay, their last name doesn't really ring a bell, but like I was basically reading memoirs, and yeah, again, just starting the book with, just we found a baby that under a bridge. It's like, what we do with it? Let's give it to a bunch of Russians, and like put it in a sweater, so it will keep warm. And there's like, oops, next thing we saw the Russians off, the sweater gone, and the baby still lying there, cold from hypothermia. Like that was absolutely terrible. Like all the jokes aside, like that was genuinely horrifying. And it's like, I cannot really blame them considering it was 1941, but at the same time, it's like, Jesus Christ. Really makes you think about that whole socialism thing, huh? But like, yeah. After that, after we talked about that, we Vertigo. Oh no, not that Vertigo. Like, not his 1990 book. I'm talking about the. Talking about a Vertigo: The Rise and Fall of Weimar Germany by Harald Jäner. Let me put the. That's an Amazon.de link, but it should have a. I think I'm a socialist. Okay, whatever. Can I put? Oh, sorry. Let me put this in the chat. Like that's a really interesting book, and I genuinely think you should, socialist. I don't know. I recently voted for the left in the local election, like the Linke Partei, and that was really only because I feel like a lot of democratic parties like really just fell off. Just a really like more middle democratic, centrist democratic parties. I feel like they really fell off, and it's like I cannot, in good conscience, vote for like something like the SPD in Germany anymore, because no. Sorry, I feel like you're doing nothing. I feel like you've centristed yourself into being a superfluous party again. Like being too centrist is can absolutely kill you in the political world. Like when all of you sound very similar, it's like, come on. In theory, the Social Democrats in Germany supposed to be a bridge, but in practice, sometimes they can just appeal to neither because they're too centrist. They're too nothing, too compromising. It's a really hard bridge to walk. Yeah, that is a really good book. Again, super recommended. I read it like 3 times already. It's so good because it also goes on about especially the world of pop culture and stuff like that. And I actually have I'm also glad that you're anti AI. Yeah, don't really see the point with like generative AI, because a lot of the stuff, like, unless you're literally just looking for porn, too afraid of fucking actually looking at real women, it's like, yeah, I feel like AI is absolutely superfluous. Like, actually, it's like, especially when you got stuff like when it just does like when it does that thing where it's like, oh, now this real art style that somebody is doing, which in my eyes is sort of a anime, like highly rendered type of thing, which takes a lot of skill. In my mind, doing an art style like this just looks like AI now, which is an insane statement to make, but like, yeah. I'm not saying, oh, but it's easier, or and they get sponsored by one of those chatbots. I need the money and it's only a sponsor. Jesus Christ. Hey, if you want to support me right now, I have a Ko-Fi. At Ko-Fi at sergeantpanther.com. Ooh. Christ. It's like, it just feels bad, but it's like, it's fucking YouTube, I swear to God. YouTube has just become that. It's like, but this video today is sponsored by Milanote. I don't care how good Milanote. Honestly, I couldn't even pretend that I'm angry because of that. I'm literally just disappointed that Milanote has nothing to do with Glenn Miller. Yes, I'm petty like that. I hate Milanote because it has nothing to do with Glenn Miller. So it can go fuck itself. Did you see both of the movies that he made, like Orchestra Wives and Sun Valley Serenade? I thought those were really nice. Honestly, I would be playing that kind of music right now if I wasn't sure I would get like fucking nuked off the platform if I played like In the Mood or something. I'd be playing that so bad. Again, yesterday what I was trying to say was we were literally talking about like doo-wop music and stuff like that and like music taste, and it's like I would be playing that shit if it was actually allowed to be played on YouTube. You better report to me when you're marching home. Oh, now lover's lane with anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. Have you watched Stormy Weather? Oh yeah, I watched Stormy Weather. That was really good. Like, oh god, I love the Nicholas brothers. Hey, we made a bridge! We made a bridge! Yes, boys! We made a bridge between talking about the Glenn Miller movies and the Nicholas brothers. Yay, I love that. Yeah, I even watched like that one movie Down Argentina Way just because that was the movie where they got kind of the big start, or like the big number that catapulted them into the world of like actually doing more musicals. And I was like, oh, that's so great. God, I feel like with this one, I feel like with this angle, I have to think a lot more like three-dimensionally. I'm usually not used to that shite. Alright. Now I think we're almost okay. I need to do the thing, but then I think we're almost done, and I can actually have a decent talking sprite. But seriously, I wouldn't be playing whatever's playing in the background right now if it wasn't streaming safe. Like the only thing I could actually, with good conscience, play. Even then, it's the good conscience is a flexible term. Kind of like with those evil mega corporations, right? Alright, well, that's something then. Right, so I just gotta do the no, maybe actually gonna align the. Tell me I didn't miss the eyes. I missed the eyes. I still need to color that. Alright. An idea. I'm not very good at drawing animals, but I'm going to try making some fun out of your OC and emailing it to you. Sure, if you want to. That'll be interesting. Yeah, I have a sort of good reference sheet on my DeviantArt. If you care to look there. I have some more art of my stuff, but this is really the... I'm mostly a physical artist. Like that's my preferred medium because I like working with like actual pens and inks and stuff like that. So, no, this isn't actually something I usually indulge in. I think it's just that this is the easiest way to do some of this stuff. Like, I don't know why I'm asking. I don't know why I'm telling you that. I already got that tab open. Nice, good. Oh yeah. No, sorry. I'm still having. I'm still in that neurotypical mode where people think like, where people just apparently don't immediately go into people's websites and tabs and check out their profiles to make an actual opinion of them. I assume that's what normal people don't do, or that it's like a weird autistic thing. I don't think it's weird, but I feel like other people do for some whatever reason. It's like, are you cyber stalking me? No, I'm just looking at the stuff that you put online. Did you have to look at like all the websites? Yes, obviously. Because why would you be posting it otherwise? Ooh. Did I hit it? No. I did not hit the tab limit. Real, yeah. I don't get that. I usually like every time somebody looks at my stuff or like comments or whatever, I immediately have like the urge to immediately look at their profiles and look at their descriptions and then check their Twitter and like see what they post and see what they usually post. It's literally just like a quick perusal. Usually it's just a there. Okay, that's their special interest. That's their thing. Oh, this person only uploads like this type of stuff. Oh, that person's clearly into feet. It's like, okay. It's not stalking if the curtains are left open, exactly. And it's like, am I just supposed to am I supposed to have like a default setting for everybody? It's like I just can't work like that. It's like I can't be like, hey, I accept everybody because I put a blanket over everybody. It's like, no, I'd rather just actually like look at things that other people post and like make my judgments and adjust my approaches over that. Because like fucking social interactions can be really fucking scary. And it's like, okay, so this is giving me a good mindset. Ruffle not the feet, exactly. It's like, check out my feed pics only on OnlyFans for fucking $50 a pop. It's like, what? It's like, what? I have like 2 problems with this already. I don't know if I should make the... Somebody please help me. Should I make this 2 parts? Should I make the hand and the sleeve 2 parts? I don't want to. I'm not gonna. Fuck it. Again, I started talking this... started this thing talking about it. It's like, I'm not gonna put extra effort into this for like the smallest thing. I just want to get this done because this was not the main thing to get caught up in. The main thing that I wanted to do this month was actually do comics and stuff like that. Do more comics. Actually edit that Q&A video that people asked me to do, and it's like, oops. Yeah, if you don't want to, don't. Exactly. Again, because that's the funny thing with autism and ADHD. Like, they always fight each other for like their desire for order and their desire for their desire for peace. It's like, ooh, their desire for order and that desire for like, ooh, but this looks interesting. Ooh, but this looks interesting, and it's like it constantly fights against each other. So it's like you really have to sometimes have to be the one. You know, you've been living in that body, you've been living with that brain, so you should usually try to figure everything out. Obviously, it doesn't always help when you get that feeling of like nobody else can help me. Like that sucks. But on the other hand, yeah, that if you're not taking charge of yourself, then it's like, who else is gonna? If you're not taking charge and actually try to make the best decisions you can, it's like nobody else is going to. And it's like, if you're not sure if this is the best decision you could make, and it's like, yeah. Plus, it's always about like, what's the bigger issue? I think it gets a skill. It's also not about just making the right decisions, but recognizing and having a perspective for what is the right decision. I feel like that's the bigger problem I see when people talk about like Disney adults or whatever. Where it's like, I don't think the problem is that they spend $3,000 or $30,000 on like a fucking trip to Disney World or Disneyland or whatever. I think it's the fact that they just don't even see that that is a way too high investment. Just that they cannot even plan that out. I could not imagine living in a weirdly unstructured world like that. Like, really, you have a control over that amount of cash. But then again, you also got to be. Again, maybe it's because I have a different perspective on this because of autism, but it's like, Jesus, you do have that amount of money and you have that amount of control. It's like, shouldn't you at least be aware? I feel like, again, like the situational assessment, you should be aware that these places are designed to get the most money out of you. And so you should be applying an amount of cynicism and criticism to big places like that. Flippy from Happy Tree Friends. That's a poll. Is that the Vietnam War? Yeah, that's the Vietnam War guy. Oh. God, I haven't seen this in ages. That's a poll. Interesting. Great, you did that thing of like this character looks like that other character. Oh no. I remember when that shit was on TV back in the early 2000s. Damn, I was still living like an old apartment then. That was weird. Just vaguely, yeah, I can totally see that with like the heart-shaped nose and shit like that. That's weird. That's a pull, but I didn't. Like, as soon as you mentioned that, it's like, oh, that's the Vietnam War joke. You're right. That's the one Vietnam War joke character. That's weird. Yeah, that's way too on point. Damn. God, you must be old, Ong. Fuck you. We were literally having that conversation yesterday too. In the stream, the first part where it's like, again, once it got into like, hey, I actually like listening to doo-wop and grandpa music. It's like, damn it, I gave them an opening. But like, yeah, you're absolutely right. It's one of those things where it's probably like sept in your like back of your subconscious, and it's like, yeah, my brain probably did make the association, and I just didn't realize it. That's interesting. That's always such a weird and interesting phenomenon. Happy Tree Friend is so fucking old too. It's like something that you kind of imagine is like the same age as something like The Annoying Orange, but then you realize no, it isn't. It's like half a decade before that. Okay, not entirely a decade, but it's like that era of like, oh yeah, that's old. Like the red heart shaped nose, I can totally see that. Just in case you're curious, no, I'm like 26. It's just like one of those things where it's like, actually, I'm not even 26 yet. I'm gonna be 26 next month. Like a month and 2 days. So it's like, yeah, I really do have grandpa vibes, but it's like the fucking internet. It's like the internet. It's like you find out somebody, hey, wow, I've been around for so long, and even though I'm like 23, it's like you're 23. Holy fuck! It's like when you find out that like that one dude cosplay is like younger than me. It's like, what? Holy shit! You were born in 2000. That's the perfect year. When somebody asks you, y'all, you don't even have to work it out exactly. Funnily enough, my birthday also has been like wedged between my. Actually, no, that's always what I'm thinking. Like I'm like born like a day after or something like that, like my dad, and it's like, that sounds cute and all, but then I gotta tell you, my dad doesn't want to have anything to do with me, so it's like, shit. Should I congratulate him? It's like always that expectation of like, should you go and congratulate them, or like should you wait? Like, what should they do if you don't? And it's like, it gets a little bit amplified when it's literally like the same 1 or 2 day span, and then his grandpa's like fucking like a day before him, and it's like, oh shit. I feel like the only I feel like the only thing I really need now is like oh no, don't wish me a happy early birthday. That brings bad luck. I say yeah. Oh. It brings bad luck in Germany. It's a little bit of a thing. Like, don't say happy birthday early. It's a little bit of a German thing. It's a local custom, I think. It really doesn't matter because a birthday is like kind of arbitrary anyway. Like, it's one of those things where I feel like people overhype it. It's like if you're gonna put a date like that early as like a special day, it's like you could have might as well put like the day, like the day a certain part of the brain in the womb fucking develops as like, okay, this is the point where it's like where you're actually alive and stuff like that. I feel like the actual like the escape of out of the escape from the uterus isn't actually that significant in comparison. Like it is when you have no idea of like how a fetus actually develops. But I feel like that's just kind of a legacy. Now that we have like or like ultrasonic scans and stuff like that, I feel like it's what the fuck? I mean, like, it's not that big a deal, but all right. Unhappy late birthday. Sure, if you want to say that. You do know that just makes you double the dick, right? Uh, That's evil. That's an evil thought I just had. Yeah, no, I feel like that's off the table. Okay, so we got that, we got that, we got that. Again, so I can't do anything right exactly. See, it's because you didn't understand the rules. What rules? You didn't understand the rules. What rules? You did not understand the rules. Which rules? Exactly. You don't understand them. Ah! It's like the most triggering phrase you could ever tell an autistic person. I feel like it's that where that one phrase, green is not a creative color. Such a meme. You don't understand the rules. Which rules? The rules. You don't understand the rules. Ah! Did it confuse you? Did I make you mad? That is for wishing me an unhappy late birthday. Muhahaha. Muhahaha. I swear to God, if I ever got to make a cartoon, I would just make an episode that's literally just called the I hate autistic people episode. It's just like filled with shit like this. It's like, oh, I guess they didn't understand the rule. They didn't understand the rules. They didn't understand the rules. They didn't understand the rules. You did not understand the rules? What rules? And it's like literally just like Squidward torture porn, but for this. Like worst. This is officially the worst episode. Now, yeah, way congratulations to talk bad about the people that actually are mostly interested in your show. Yeah, I know. I'm just a little ooh shit baby. I swear to God, that's. Sometimes you really do get that question, like, where did like SpongeBob writers write this fucking episode or something like that? Like, it's like TV writers. You don't realize how mean spirited this is. You know what? How about you grow a spine? It's like, wow, you suck. That Remember, I did cartoon reviews. Of course, you were gonna get phrases like that. You're a bad person for writing a bad episode. You're a bad person for writing a bad episode. How about you go fuck yourself? I'm a stud. I'm ballsy. I tell you that you could just go straight up to hell. I would love that. I would love that very much. Yes. Please go there and tell the Führer I love him. Was? Mm. Wait, talking about cartoon reviews and my new well, again, the stuff that I want to edit on stream is like I do have like a mini cartoon or like a mini movie review in there too, because it's like fuck it, go on a tangent, go on a special interest tangent about Ghostbusters and shit, and how I think the cartoon from the 80s is actually much better than the movie. Yeah, that's gonna be a fucking wild ride. Okay, did I just, you know what? I don't like this line. I don't like this mountain line, but I'm gonna keep it there because honestly, mm, actually, let's fix it a little bit. God, I hope the music that's playing isn't trash right now because God knows I've turned off my speaker. See, that looks much better. Okay. Really getting that. But yeah, before I got to all this distracted by all the funny shit, um, my plan really is just to draw the flat colors on this right now, and then I'm gonna draw the flat colors and then do some kind of rendering some other time because honestly that isn't necessary. I was thinking about like over like opening a PNGtuber TV channel or some shit like that, but honestly, like I've had such a bad experience trying to stream simultaneously to YouTube and Twitch. It's like it just that won't work, or like YouTube really hates that, and it's like, But I feel like PNGtuber TV might be some kind of good things, like this hipster art website, so, like artist stream website. So it's like, oh. I feel like this could look really good when I do some rendering, but for now, I'll just use the flats as is to just, just get a better feeling of it all. I feel like the E is gonna be a challenge. The E is definitely gonna be a challenge, but yeah. Okay. Now let's do the then do the actually let's move the eyes forward. The eyes have it. Okay, move that forward, move that forward, move that forward. Alrighty then. Oh, I also wanted to do a blinking animation where it's just like the eyes closed so it doesn't look so terrible. I forgot about that. Oh, right. I have to change these eyes to match the other ones too, so... Right, so the eyes are going to be one layer. Try to make them like 2 layers on the other thing, and that just looked terrible. That just did not even make sense. So it's like, yeah, I make the eyebrows 2 separate layers, and then make the other thing like one. But yeah, if you actually want to do raw fan art and send it to my email, then that's fine. Like literally, somebody who commissioned me recently literally did that, and I now have that stuff taped, like that stuff magneted to my fridge. So it's like, yay! of course, it's not really my fridge, it's my family's fridge, and they were like, what the heck is this? And I was like, it's a thing of love. And they were like, oh yeah, it looks terrible. And I was like, yeah, I know. Isn't that great? Boy, it was made with love. Alright, so we got this, we got that. Fuck. I really don't want to do the eyes. Because it's like, a lot of drawings just don't draw eyes. Like, closed eyes and stuff like that. So it's like, what do you do with that? It's like, should I do the eyes fully? Should I do some eyes closed? Like, should I basically do it just a line? Should I do it like the actual eyelids and stuff like that? So it's like, ow. I suppose that's the way to go. Really good game I've played recently. This is gonna come out of nowhere, but like a really good game I've played recently. I played it like this like earlier today, which ironically contributed to me not actually finishing this or like getting further into this art. Was actually Micro Civilization. It's a really good like lightweight clicker game and stuff like that. That's actually like you have a really lot of passion put into that. Like I really like that game. Basically like a clicker. So basically a weird mix between like a clicker and a civilization-esque game. It really gets better the more you play it. Like it genuinely just manages to like fix I think a lot of problems that like 4X games have, like Civilization and something like Europa Universalis or something like that. Where like the end game always sucks. But like here, because it's basically a roguelike where you can continuously upgrade and have like heroes that transfer, you kind of get like this really cool thing where it just gets better and better and better and better. So it's like, there's like a period where it's like, okay, you can ascend to the future, and the future looks like, whatever. But like, then it will get so difficult that it like puts you into like, okay, then I need to do the next scenario so I don't fail. And then today, I tried to do that scenario, and it was literally like, basically, it was like one of those things where you were designed to fail. And so it's like the entire fucking like your entire progress tree just resets and it's like it sends you back to the Stone Age in a very like there's gonna be a poll, but again the like special interest fucking thing. It's a very like Clark Ashton Smith sort of like civilization that will exist like millions of years in the future when the continents have risen and sunken and risen again, and the current age will be forgotten to time. Like in that kind of way, like it's really cool. Now, of course, that's like an entire fucking fantasy of like the 20th century. It's very like 20th century fantasy because like obviously the real geological record does not support civilization that existed like 10, 20, 200, 600,000 years before ours. Like it just absolutely doesn't, and it's a silly idea. But like in terms of like making like some kind of like decline of the West esque like I want to say cosmic horror, but it's more like a decline of the West esque horror. It actually works really well. Like, and I feel like that game really taps into that. Like, fuck, I just want to keep playing and keep playing and keep playing, and like it even manages to make like basically in that thing where you could ascend to the future, the whole like early civilization, like the Stone Age, was so boring. And like after you finish the scenario, like it puts much more focus into the new upgraded thing where you actually have to like settle down, like really like it. In a weird way, it comes back around to that Civ comparison, where just like kind of like you actually have to settle your tribe and whatever, but like it actually puts way more effort into it. It kind of pulls some elements from like humankind, but like without sucking, which honestly like that's a huge pull on itself. Taking inspiration from humankind without sucking, because like I feel like Civ 7, holy shit, the fact it took inspiration from that game. Ooh yeah, nah. I feel like it really just did a disservice to like the 4X genre, but like Micro Civilization taking like cues from both of those games and still maintaining that sort of like clicker sort of like game where you can even just like you can even like go like completely close the game and it will like simulate an outcome for like the day or like the day and a half you haven't played, and it's like if you like build a solid civilization that can stand the test of time, that like has all its values sort of in order, like you can genuinely like get some really good fucking bonuses without falling, and it's like really cool. So basically, yeah, that game is just about civilization falling and rising and falling and rising, and like the actual depths and heights that it can actually rise to and fall from, like get like bigger as you play, and that's such a unique fucking feeling for that game. Like, yeah, seriously, try playing Micro Civilization. I'm ailing it now. Send. Cool. Okay, actually, you probably send it to like Gmail or something. No subject, found out too. Oh, that's cute. Oh, thank you so much. That's adorable. I'm gonna print that out later and put it on my fridge too. Just know you will be the prettiest. You'll be the belle of the ball of my fridge. You'll be the belle of the ball of my fridge. I like it because it's actual like fan art, and not like something I traded for. Like art trades are cool and stuff like that. Like especially when people are clearly just wanted to do fan art but still want to get something in return. Like I like that, but like I really do appreciate like it's in a whole other level when it's like fan art that you didn't like really ask for or whatever. Like I always wanted to have like be decent enough to actually have fan art. So it's like this means a lot to me, especially because like you're doing this like what are you doing this live? That's actually really impressive. Like pat yourself on the back for that one, genuinely. I'm always super impressed when people do that. So yeah, congratulations. Shit. Yeah, I've never had a picture on a fridge before. Oh, I guess your parents didn't love you then. Shit, I actually said that out loud. Oops. But then again, if you're actually only starting late and never ever really drawn that much in the past before, only like drew in like kindergarten but for a very like small time, then it's like yeah, I can understand why you never had a picture on a fridge. Or you just don't have a magnetic fridge. You know, could also be that. Fucking, we used to have like a fridge that used to be in a cabinet or some shit like that, or it was so low that it wasn't even a display. It was like, oh no, it's like at feet height. Oh no. Yeah, that's a great place to display shit. So it's like, yeah. They hate me. Cool, I can relate to that. At least with my dad again. Well, yeah, there obviously are valid reasons for not never having a thing on a fridge. Like again, starting art out late is actually really cool. It's actually a really fun feeling. Actually, fuck it. Actually, let me pull out my Gmail and let me do some light critiquing on stream. Fuck it. Because like people who don't have access to my email will not know what the heck we're even talking about. Oh, can not just frick. I'm not gonna. Oh, this isn't. Oh, obviously this. Still looking at the wrong screen. Like they did this. Everybody who's not them, they did this, and it's like really cute. I like this. Obviously, it's a terrible way to show this off, but like, oh, this is adorable. Then we could have put that on my fridge. Yeah, it's just obviously a lightweight. Don't take this the wrong way. A lightweight style is obviously that you can do like you can do really quickly if you want to. So it's like I appreciate that. So that's like a really nice rendition of it, and written in a style like this, because frankly, not everything has to be like taking a thousand freaking hours. Like that's what I hate about this project right now. Like I usually like things that you can break up into smaller. Actually, that looks pretty good so far. What do you think? I think this looks pretty good. Especially like the pocket, it needs to be a little bit thick on the bottom to actually suggest like that like the light is coming down. I really like this. But like yeah, not every project has to take a billion fucking years, and I hate the sort of like the thing you have to do like highly rendered art to actually be good. Now I feel like it really art depends on context. Like, so much art is considered good because it was made during wartime, stuff like that, and it's trying to say something about society. Frankly, I think sometimes just a nice little thing that you can share with people just can mean equally as much. And it's like what you drew isn't on like a fucking like 3-year-old's level, so that's pretty good too. Usually the rough sketch on paper, take a picture and import it and draw over that. Yeah, I did the same thing. All right, again, like you haven't seen the stream yesterday. I basically I basically did that too here. You probably don't see it. It's like what? That's clearly a digital. Nope, it's not. It's actually like a pencil sketch. I really need like in order to actually have a decent like thumbnail for the streams. I need to do a version of this too. Yeah, it's like, yeah. Like I think for the talking, for my explanation type of thing, I feel like this is much better. But yeah, I don't know. I like pencil sketching because that stuff feels like you're a little bit more in control. You can futz it and stuff like that. People like another thing about art I hate, on top of people saying like it has to mean something or it has to be like a big thing, is definitely that thing about like, oh, your art, you can take your art to the next level just by by doing a no undo challenge, or just doing only stuff with pen and never pencil beforehand. And it's like, that sounds insane and I hate this. Like, that sounds like something I absolutely fucking hate. Great, I'll always be a bad artist because of that then. I can never fully unlock my full potential. I can never do the art level up thing, shitty video game metaphor. I never take it to like boom expert level, boom maximum rarity. It's like, I guess I can't, I guess I won't. Never my intention. I just like to get on a level on my pace. Again, that's like something, I don't know if this is like, you would think a lot of artists would get that whole autistic thing of just wanting to do it on your own way, but it's like, nope, a lot of the fucking art YouTubers like fucking do that grifting anyway. You know what I mean? Like that whole, oh, it has to be a hustle. It has to be like why your art isn't progressing. And it's like something I noticed with a lot of, because I get a lot of art tutorials recommended, obviously. Just because again, those do well on YouTube if their is like that. It always is like preying on insecurities and making problems that don't really exist fully. Like sometimes you really like, I feel like it would really again has to make you want to do just, I feel like there's a difference between doing art and doing drawings. You know what I mean? Where it's like because doing drawings, I feel like everybody wants to do that, and it's like it's when when it becomes art, that's when it becomes unappealing to people. It sounds like a big commitment. It doesn't sound good. It doesn't sound fun, and it's like that's not good. I feel like there are obviously tricks where you can like things where you can like get the quality of your art better. And so like mirroring it and seeing if it actually looks good. For instance, like some of my things here did not look good when I mirror it. In fact, here, let me show you. Let me show this to you. Flip horizontal view. Look, this looks terrible. This looks like weird and slanted, and something like this also doesn't look good. But it's like, oops, when you actually like try to fix it and actually mirror it, like you can actually make it look better. Yay! And I really like this. For instance, does it look terrible because I'm looking at it from like an angle? And it's like, but now I think it actually looks decent. I feel like I generally got something out of it and saw some mistakes that I didn't during the sketching phase when I flipped it. So yeah, that's absolutely like a really good trick. It's not even a trick really. It's just a way to improve your drawings. I feel like there's a difference between doing a trick and doing a way to improve your drawings. I like the texture of drawing on paper. It's the smoothness of color on digital, so it's best of both worlds for me. Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. Like here it looks good. By the way, do you draw with vector layers or do you draw with regular raster layers? Because I draw with vector layers, which is really cool because they aren't as like, see how it kind of bounces back. It's like you have a little bit of a what. Sometimes it won't even register. That's because it basically extrapolates like the line between 2 points, and like that makes it look really good because it basically like it helps you with your line work. Like because it basically helps you extrapolate like the line between 2 points, and it absolutely does help you do again just as a whole smoother lines. Regular, I want to use vector, but I get nervous somehow. Oh, so you use regular raster layers, but I feel like I've been using for like, I feel like I should have been using for the colors because I'm doing solid colors. I should have done like vector layers. Like really, the biggest thing I think that really doesn't help you with raster layers is that you cannot change the size. Like I cannot change the size of this, not because of the line work. The line work I can absolutely change, but the colors, like especially because I want to render it. That's why I did flat colors like this. I want to do like I wanted to do like change the size, but then again, because I'm doing the PNGtuber thing, I can't really change the size because it has to be like one size, basically because it has to act like an animation cell. So it's like, but it really in the future, promise me you will do you'll try to experiment with vector layers because they are genuinely like really fun to draw with. I feel like I made a mistake. You see this image, by the way, that I drew physically. I originally wanted to like cut this up into separate pieces and almost like do this as an animation. Then I realized this was way too much effort, so I didn't do that. So yeah. No, we will. Oh, that's good. So now is where the non-fun part begins, or at least for you. Also, I guess for me, where I really have to like export this into an actually let me fix the actually this line is going to be good. It's probably also not going to matter as much when it's like down there, so yeah. Lines are probably going to be overlapping a bit, but that's not going to be a thing. Some of the stuff that's gonna suck is that I'm just gonna have to like import every single object, like the arm and everything, as like its own thing as a cutout. Like tweening, not sure. I haven't really done ever animation. I'm basically using PNGtuber Plus, and you have to like arrange them into a certain thing. You have to rig some of this stuff. And it's like, oh, so that it's not so good. But also, let me just check with pose 2. You see, oh, I can't even check with pose 2 because, like, see, it has to be in the same position. And I'm so glad I made myself this little like platform here as a I made myself this little platform here as a sort of a border to see how I can do this. That way I can have them both on a thing without having them to like fade or whatever. Because like this is another thing about like my flavor of autism, where it's like I really, 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 really don't like shit like chibi art or something like this that much. Like you know, that like Japanese-esque thing where it's like clearly like anime inspired like chibi art. It's like not really a fan of doing that for like my brand personality, because I do want to have like my own little thing. Yeah, but the reason I wanted to check on this was like yeah, I do have a thicker outline. Oh, okay, cool. But like yeah, for my art style, I don't really want to do that for like a PNG thing. I really don't like it because I feel like everybody's doing it. It doesn't look good to me. It's like I don't see really a connection to like what I like or like what I want to communicate with my stuff. So it's like, yeah, I don't really see the appeal, and it's kind of disheartening because like that's like that thing of like the mainstream language of PNGtuber shit. Because I always feel like, join the club of the VTuber thing, and it's like, aren't we quirky? Like fucking, like they some kind of like iCarly frat house, and it's like, oh, come the fuck on. It's like you can do a lot of different things with something like that, and it's like that's what I want to see, what I can do, and it's like, oh yeah, if you just do like regular like boring things like that, and you like norm this shit into like a preset, like this is the expectation, it's like that's really boring. If that's the status quo, it's like no thanks. I don't see a connection to me, myself, and what I want to do, so why should I do this? And it's like, god, yeah, I feel like there's like a certain attitude to like a VTuber, god. God, that, oh god, let's watch that Linkara. No, actually, let's not watch that Linkara fucking 500 episode special. Oh god, he just got a bunch of basically VTubers there, and it's like Linkara, like imagine like a 2010s cartoon reviewer like suddenly like talking about VTubers, and it's like, you should think of the boobers. You get to be like an anime person with like bouncing tits, and it's like, ooh, what the fuck? It's like that's just the attitude I associate with a lot of like those mainstream like styles that usually people do with like VTubing. I know US stuff, your drawing kind of falls a little bit into that, but not too much. So I don't mind. It's literally just one of those things that just like, ooh. But yeah. Okay, what can we do now? Okay, I feel like that looks good. I feel like that looks good. Some stuff that I keep on, like, this is gonna be a thing just between you and me. One of those things where I just really get, where I'm just kind of still gnawing on it, is literally like, what's your inspiration? Like, what's the inspiration for all, like, because I'm doing a Q&A video. It's like, oh no. It's like, oh shoot. It's like, what's your inspiration? What would you describe your art to be inspired by? And I'm like, dog, I just try to distill what I like about this. It's like, if I say fucking the 1970s Planet of the Apes cartoon, fucking, like, I don't know, like a certain type of graphic novel, or like comic book, or whatever you want to call it, and like a bunch of like furry shit, it's like, does that add up to anything? Does that add up to something? Does that end up to an art style? No. Well, it's like that is like what I would describe a lot of fucking stuff. It's like, I don't know, it's this and that and this and that and this. Like, that wasn't even just like meant to be like a concrete example. It's literally just like, shit, dog. Ugh, what's the inspiration? What would you call your art style? It's like, ugh. Oh, I think your subs went up. Now you have cool. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I feel like that's what actually happens when you do when you put out actual content. Ooh. Like, some people will find you and they will actually subscribe to you, especially because they realize that you are not AI. God, I have a thing. Like, I want to, again, autism presentation mode. It's like, brother, there's one thing that, like, the YouTube algorithm really does, like, consistently. You actually see, like, stuff here where, like, I get recommended, like, a decent thing. Like, I still haven't watched the Jazza video. I want to watch that. Fucking, I love G-Man Lives. Fucking, like, Casual Geographic. And then he's like, yeah, you get, like, a random video that has, like, 400 views. And it's like, what the hell is this? It's like, who is this person? This person's name is Dan's Reviews, which probably, like, this is probably, like, the worst example because it's actually something I would be interested in. But, like, on any other YouTube video, it always does this, where it's like, good lord, brother, what the hell is this? It's like, is this a stream? No, it's not a stream. It says live, but it's not a stream. It's just, like, some random person's art channel. And it's like, I've never seen this person. I have no interest. And it's like, and it always does things like that. It's, like, very inconsistent. And it's always like, I don't know who this person is. Or it's like, especially when it's like music and stuff like that. It's like, what the heck? Oh, here's the perfect example. Like, some AI generated thing. Look at this. Like, it has like fucking 19 views. Like, some, is this AI generated? I think it's AI generated. It's like absurdly rendered. And it's like, is this AI generated? I don't actually with that person I don't know, but it's like, again, just kind of tying into back to what we were saying. That's like, on the internet I cannot tell anymore if something's like well rendered, but it's usually like that thing of like, why is this getting recommended to me between like these actual like very formulaically recommended videos? It's like absurd because like YouTube used to have a better recommended algorithm, but now it's just like total trash like this, where it's like, it's you're gonna get the fucking handout spot. It's weird. Okay. I have like 10% left on this tablet, so like, I'm just gonna export this, save it, and export it. I have a bunch of versions of this. Like, I don't even know which version is like the version anymore. Hey, cool, look. Whoop. It just goes over. That's pretty interesting. But draw, save, duplicate, on-screen thing. 3 point. Oops. 3.1. Cool. Now we just gotta have to. How do I do this again? Oh yeah. Google Drive. Uploads. No. Click upload. 3 point something. Upload. And then we're gonna go into PC mode. And I can actually give this thing a little bit of a charge. Alrighty then. Right. It's like already absurdly late. Oops. guess this is gonna be another 4-hour stream. See what I mean? Where it's like it gets absurd sometimes. With like, oof, like really it took that long. Like even longer with like some of the actual prep work. It's like oof. 3.1. That was the one for 3.1, wasn't it? Yeah. Alrighty then. Then we switch over to the thing cam. The thing cam. Right, I feel like I'm now being recorded. Display capture, display capture. Okay, let me fully read your message. I may have to leave soon because of my friend wanting to hang out. Oh well then I guess tell them I wish them the best. I really had fun having you in the chat today. Add source. Game capture. Right. Boogie head, home eating, red budget head stuck in a toilet paper tube. Yeah, I'll try to catch another stream. Cool. I think I will be doing stuff like this. I don't know if I will do it tomorrow. Maybe I will. But that stuff is gonna be like really minutia. Like I feel like that's gonna be as interesting. So yeah, with you leaving, I feel like I will just unless somebody else wants to pick up the Slack or something. Like I think we should. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do something on Tuesday, and I think I'm gonna do this on Tuesday and Thursdays around the same time. Alright, I feel like this is not gonna have some kind of thing besides that. Right, chat boxes have a background. Text color, background color. Does it do like transparency automatically, or is it like Right, so again, right around the same time, Thursday and Tuesday. Cool. Have a great day. Yeah, you too. Cool. Honestly, you're not missing anything. This is gonna be the real like just clicking and dragging around and making it a thing. But yeah, we should have a fresh PNGtuber ready for you, so you can see it all. Okay, bye. Karen budget head stuck in a toilet paper tube. First of tail. Alright, lay all the boxes. Ball middle. Okay, post 0. It's gonna be like. Uh oh. Oof. I think I'm going to look into my probably should have some kind of thing in the background to do this with, but I don't. So do 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 do. Oh, I forgot about the. Forgot about the output capture. Okay. Right. Now that should be the random background music. Okay, I'm gonna get some coffee. hope nobody jumped on stream and saw me doing nothing. Oh no. Actually, you know what? Who's in for actually watching something cool tomorrow and I can just do? Like, finish this stuff on my own, because this stuff, oh, it's boring yesterday. I felt so sad and I kind of even look at the chat, so it's like, what's the point? I see one viewer, and that viewer is maybe, possibly me. So, yeah. Thanks everybody for being here, and, yeah.